Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Frances Martin, independent administrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today it's a fun fold for the club. You don't have to participate in the club. You can come on my blog and get all the details. I explain everything. Right below you get the direct link. And it is a shutter card, but with this one it's with a twist here. Both of them, it's shutter when it's on the long way and the other way. So vertical and horizontal. It's a belly band around. Okay, are you ready? Boom, 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 boom. Voila! So this one, it's a hard shutter. See how it closes? And I thought this stamp set was perfect. It's sweet ice cream. It's a You Melt My Heart. I thought it was perfect for that. Now I done this one with the Dragonfly Garden here, then the Garden Designer Series paper, and this one it's on the long way, or I should say vertical, this one. And then this one, it's a different opening. So watch, et voila. So let's get started. Going to do the long way first. So that's going to be horizontal. That's the one we're going to do first. You're going to need 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 3 3/4 by 5 1/8. One of them you're going to score at 3/8. And let's put that right here at 3/8. That's the half and 3/8. So it's between the quarter and the half. We're going to score that at 3/8. Score that good, this one. Now the next one, we're going to score at 1/7/8. But when I say score, we just need a line there. We don't need really a score. So go very gentle. You just want to have a line to know where you're going to line up. Okay, now that we got that, you're going to take, I scored the other one already. So this one is going to go on top. So it's 2 of the same one. You're going to align to the line of 1/7/8 there. So to make sure that it's not moving, I like to use a post-it note. So we're going to use a post-it note. And then the die that I'm using, it's the stitch. I got it right here. It's Stitch Be Mine, and can you tell that I did quite a bit with that? I'm going to be honest with you, this one was a challenge for me. I designed that, I never saw it, so the shutter before done it, but with the heart, oh my goodness, it was quite a bit of trick. Let's just say maybe I did fill a trash can, but now I got it down pat, I think. So we're gonna, and I'm using the stitch. You get the scallop in the stitch, so it's raised there, cut the scallop, and then you get the stitch. So that's the one we want to use. Now let's bring our die cut machine here. Gonna put that right here. Hope you can see it. You sure can. And then we're gonna put that over here. Well, I can put that right here. So it doesn't matter the size that because it's the same, okay? So when you're going to put it on you want to leave about not more than a finger. So I would say go about, a little bit less than half, about 3/8. So place your heart over there. And then we're going to roll it back and forth, because we're going to cut through 2 layers of cardstock, okay? So we're going to roll it there, come back, and let's see if that cut out. And it sure did. So now we are good with this one. We need this again, but first let's do the other part. Let's remove this here. You can save this for the inside. I'm going to share with you what you can save this for another card for this one. I'm not using on this one, another card, maybe this one. Now you're going to take your we're going to reinforce our score line there. So one go this way, one go that way. So fold it under. Really reinforce this, because this is interact a card, so you really want to reinforce this very much so. Et voila. Now we're going to bring our card base. I got Bermuda Bay here that measure 11 by 4 1/4, and I already scored that, and this is scored at 2 3/4, and flip it and score at 2 3/4. Now we're going to take our this is the shutter, okay? We're going to put it right at the line of the score line. So inside the line, and I try to align that about the same, the top and the bottom there. Okay, bring this down, press that very lovely. We're going to open this one, and I fold it again and then reinforce that. So we got one done. Now we're going to do the same thing with the other side. So we're going to put that there, but before we decide to shut it and close it, I want to make sure that it is straight. So I'm going to leave this one open, bring this over there right at the score line, inside the score line, not on the top, because it's going to buckle if you put that at the top. So you see I was too much at the top there, so I just straighten that up. So you want that straight there and straight there. Now that look good. This one seemed to be, let me make sure. Okay, that is good. Now take your flap here and do the same thing. Press, press, press. And then we're going to open. See, when it opens, you get a little bit there, that is okay. Even if you get a little bit at the top, we can, if that happens, see, we get a little bit, I wouldn't worry about that. Or you can take your scissors and snip that, but it will not show really. Leave it like that. Now we're going to take this here. I'm using the sweet ice cream corner, I'm sorry, ice cream corner designer series paper for this one, okay? This one, it's the popsicle. I put that under, and I try to put it right in the center, so it's about the same. I'm not measuring it, I'm just eyeballing it, so it's about the same. That looked pretty good. So now it's two choice you can do. You can mark it with a pencil. I don't like to mark it with the pencil. What I do, I need another post-it note though. Let me take just a little bitsy piece here of post-it note. What I do, I take my, make sure it stayed there in the center there. That looked pretty good. Here we go. Put that there and then move it inside my heart there. Now I'm going to take this, keep my finger there, remove this, put that over there. Now we are ready to cut that one. So I'm going to bring my die cut machine, and I want to add the layer of my designer series paper on top of my cardstock. So that's already glue. I prefer to glue it first, so then I just get one to really try to align, right? And then it don't move and so on. So we get that done. Oops. Okay, now we're ready to assemble. I like to use, you could use, oh, you want to make sure it's cut all the way. If not, I'm going to have to go back. Oh, it's just a tiny bit here. You know what? I should have went back and forth, but that's okay. I'm going to fix that here. I didn't pay attention before I remove it. Here we go. I'm going to keep that. Okay. And I know why, because I didn't remove that. See, learn from my mistake. Anytime that you use a die, you want to remove in the back, because then I didn't have enough pressure. I had that stopped it. So you want to remove, if something is stuck in the back, you want to remove that. Now, I like to use this strip. You could use dimensional, but the strip are a little bit thicker. So let's bring back. I want to make sure I get the right one. Like I said, I did so many. Okay, see, it's not closing. So now flip the other way. It's not closing. It depends where you're going to put it exactly on the edge. So what you're going to do, if that happened, this one seemed to close there. So it's the top one here that won't close. So what you can do is bring it to your paper trimmer and cut it a little sliver, or you can just eyeball this and cut it, or you can bring it to your paper trimmer. So now the next step you want to do is flip flop, and now it closed. So you want to make sure that it closed. And like I said, it depends just how you're going to put it. One of it that I did, this one didn't get trim at all, and see, it closed perfect. But if I go the other way, see, it don't close. So you're going to have to play with your flap. If you go both ways with your flap and it don't go, what you want to do is just do a little trimming like I did. Now you're going to take a piece of cardstock that measure about 3 by 3. That won't show. So let me bring my piece of cardstock here, that it is about 3 by 3, and we're going to glue that in the back of this so we can stamp our greeting. That's where it's going to say our message. So the other one I put small, the one with the dragonfly, I put small, and that is from the stamp set Daisy Lane. I thought that was perfect for a shutter card, so I used the small. Now we're going to take this. You want to make sure that you cover it, that you the opening of the heart, it's covered. That don't matter because it won't show. It's when it's open all the way, and now we got it. So now while it's open, it's easier if you stamp without the top layer. So for this one, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay, and we're going to stamp You Melt My Heart. Put that right here and smack that right there. Boom, it's done. Now we are ready to put our layer on top. See? Boom. I use my foam strip. Very, very important that you put at the top only and at the bottom only. Nothing, absolutely nothing on the side, nothing here, because the shutter will not close. So this step here, it's very important that you go pretty much as low as you can be. So then your movement of the card's gonna open and close. Now before I'm gonna go, I want to make sure that, see, now if I would have it flipped the other way, it don't close. So you want to make sure this is flat. Now it's closing good. We're going to open this up. Oh, I opened that on the wrong way there. Keep that open very lovely there. Even if they overlap a little bit, that it's okay that you see off. That's a shutter. Sometimes the shutter don't open all the way, right? And then I'm going to align this here. Et voila, my friend. See? Is that cool or what? I think that's flipping cool. Now, I did, for here, we're going to put that over here. So let's, I thought I had, for my front, inside, that's okay, I can do it after. We're going to glue this at the top here. I'm going to put one right here, and then the other one. Oops, Back that up, back that up. I'm gonna go the other way. Here we go. Back the bus. And I see one little thing there. See here, it's a little bit a sliver. I went maybe cockeye a little bit. You know what? Maybe I won't worry about it. Really, it was a sliver. Here we go. Perfect. Now it don't pass there. Now for the belly band, I'm going to be using a piece of blackberry bliss, and this is 11-inch long. And 11-inch long, it's not long enough. So put this in the front, turn it in the back. You want to put it loose enough, but not too loose that it fall down. And I don't like to score a belly band because it seems every time I score, it's not happening right. Now I got a 2-piece inch here, so I'm going to put there, and then I'm going to put right at each end. Put that under. Now bring this that it's equally proportioned there, and now I'm going to put that. So I'm putting this in the back. Usually I put my mount in the front because I cover it with like a circle, but this one I put it in the back because in the front I stamp the popsicle. The top it's Fleur de Flamingo, the bottom it's let me think, Blackberry Bliss. We're going to stamp one inside, so you're going to see how I done that. And this I use the classic label, and I just round the bottom. And this is in crumb cake and sponge it a little bit. Now we're going to put this in the back, but I'm going to glue that with, well, first let's do, we're going to use a glue dot. And decide about how long you want it. That's about right. Now I'm going to use a dimensional here. And my dimensional, really I'm going to have two. One there, and then we're going to put that at the top. And I put mine sideways. I didn't want it all the way straight. Here we go. So now we got our little popsicle. The other one, I had stamped the sprinkle, and I think that add quite a bit though. I can stamp that now. And just add a little bit of dimension. I can finish that, but now you see how that is done. So that is it for the shutter. Now I'm going to add 2 pieces of, I got it here, my white, and I'm going to share with you how I done the popsicle. We're going to use Fleur de Flamingo. And I'm going to put that about there. Now the bottom is going to be Blackberry Bliss. And they overlap each other. Voila. And then for this one, I won't use the classic label, but we got the little stick here. I'm going to use that with crumb cake. So I'm going to bring the crumb cake. Et voila. How cool is that? Is that fun? And then, you know the hearts that I told you that these one are not, it's because, you know what happened to my hearts. It was, I didn't remove the other piece of the cardstock. So these one going to go here. So you get place to write. The other one on the other side. Right here. Voila. So now you got, I could add my arts like I said I could add, I could add that over here, flip it the other way. Boom, I can add that. Or I can keep it this way though. And see, boom. You don't want to touch the panel there. Et voila. And see, is that fun or what? I think that's wicked cool. And then our belly band just gonna slide right here. Okay, so that's for the horizontal. Now for the vertical, these one are different. So I die cut the circle, and then what's coming out of there, I put it on a bigger circle. That's going to be on our belly band. Now I nest two dies, or you can cut the smaller one first and then come with the bigger one to get your frame, and the frame going to get glue here. This is the same way, but your inside though, you're going to take, it is 3.5 by 4, I want to say. Yes, 3.5 by 4. Now you're going to score this at 1/2 inch. I already scored that. Now the way where it's scored, you're going to put it at the bottom, and here 3.5, it is 1 3/4. You're going to put that at 1 3/4, the center, and you're going to cut that to 2 inch. So I'm going to bring this here and cut that to 2 inch. You can flip it around and put the point there, and then we're going to bring that in the center there if it's not. So that is one way. I can bring that right here. Or me, what I like to do, I like to just eyeball this after I cut my center. That's how I do a banner, and just cut to the center. Boom. So now we got this. One thing, it's like the other one, close or not close, right? Let's reinforce this. Very lovely. And this one also. Now we're gonna put that, open it up, put that in the center, and you see it's going to be too long, my point, but you want that wide for your shutter. So I bet some of you are going to say, why don't you go less? Well, less, you won't have the good shutter. So that's why you want to start longer and trim after. So that is open. Now we're going to do the other one, and this we're going to do just like the other one. It's just a different center. So now this one, we're going to put that right here. Make sure you get enough glue, because you know this is going to open and close and open and close, because I'm sure the one that's going to receive this card going to play with it. It's almost like a gift in a card, and an entertainment in the card, right? Just press that there. Okay, this one it's closing. So if it's not closing, what you're going to do is trim those points after. See, like the art, I had to trim a bit. This one, if it wants to see that one there, it's not closing good, but if I flip it, it closes very good. What you want to trim is just those stem bit here a little bit, okay? That is it. Now the center, oops, we need our the same thing over here, so we're going to glue that in the center. The small going to be I'm going to stamp that with bumblebee, because my accent with this going to be bumblebee. Let's just make sure it's in the center there. Now when you stamp, you want to have this completely open. So that's one of very important thing, that when you do your stamping for the center of the shutter, that you got it open. Now I'm bringing my bumblebee ink. I got my small, keep that all the way open. And the other one, I glue a little dragonfly, so you can add something also. Now we're going to use also the strips. So I'm going to put a strip over here. You want to put that very at the top. You know what? Let me put that flat. It's going to be easier to do. Over there and one over there. The reason why you need some depth, it's so those the shutter won't interact with each shutter and not being able to open and close. So if it's too low, it won't grab sometime on the side or so on. So now let's remove that. Open that all the way in. All the way. And okay, this was pure luck here. One thing that I done, it was put my, without gluing it, this, I should go play the lottery. What I do, before I glue the side, I just bring my front and put it here and decide where to glue this when I start, so it's in the center of the circle. I was super lucky. So you don't glue that, you don't glue nothing, you just place this where you think it's going to be and then align the V with the center of this, so then you know exactly where to put it, okay? So now, here, it's still close. Very good. So I'm going to do the belly band the same, except the belly band though, I got the front here, I got the two. I got another one someplace here. I'm going to glue the top, but the belly band, it is 11-inch long because it's shorter, wider. It's less wide than the other one. So just one strip, it's good. And it kind of overlaps. Oops. So you can cut some off or just glue them right there. So this is done. Here we go. Voila. And then here's one close, and here is the other one with the hearts. So you get the arch shutter and then the circle, vertical and horizontal. To get all the detail for the Fun Fold Club, you don't have to take part of the club. You can choose the 1 month you want to participate or not. Right below you get the direct link, and also I'm going to have all the supplies that I use. Thank you so much. Until next time, happy stamping.